Good morning. Well, are you qualified to receive the economic impact payments, the coronavirus tax relief or coronavirus economic impact payments? If so, or if you are trying to figure out whether or not you are eligible and how much you should be receiving, well, we want to talk about adjust income or adjust gross income. What really goes into the calculation of that, because IRS is using the adjust. Let me get it this down here. So adjust gross income, and I will have IRS websites in the description for you to visit it and read more about the payments. But well, to be eligible, you have to file tax. If you are not collecting Social Security or railroad payment or any retirement pension of any kind, then you need to file your tax. Even if you're not required to file tax, I would suggest you file your 2019 tax return so that you can receive your payment. So your adjusted gross income has to be $75,000 or less for individual tax return to be qualified, and or $150,000 or less for married filing a joint return to be qualified for the payment. So, but what is adjust gross income? Well, that includes all your wages, salaries, tips, and interest, dividends. So I'm going to show you my tax return. We'll look at first the incomes. What is incomes? What goes into the income part of the tax return, and what goes into the adjustment, the income adjustment part. So your gross income will be adjusted, and the difference will be your adjusted gross income. So let's pull a tax return and look at that. And my tax return is very complicated, so I use Tax Act to file my tax return, and I have my businesses. I just use forms to file that, and I file it myself. But for my tax return, I will use that software to prepare my tax return, because it's just too complicated to do it by hand. But once again, the tax software does not replace your brain. It just saves you time. So I like to know where everything goes on my return, so that I know if the software is putting it at the places that I want to find the data. So I go through a lot of revision, I'll do review when I'm expecting a number somewhere and I'm not finding it, to make sure to understand why the software is not pulling the numbers the way I want it. So you have to understand how to file tax, and not to rely on the software to do it for you, but you rely on the software to just speed the process and save you time. So I'm trying to get the lights out of the way here. So now we are looking at my tax return here for 2019. That's something I don't get done on time, but I really want to get it out of the house by April 15. So here is that is the income right here. Your wages, salary, tips, that will go on line 1, and interest from your saving account will go here. Let me move this up a little bit. think it might work better now. So you'll have your salary, wages, tips on line 1 of your tax return. 1040, interest from your saving account will go here, or a brokerage account will go here, and you'll have your dividend from your stocks on this line here, 3B. And if you sell stocks during the year, that will go on Schedule D, and that will show up as income as well on that line. So, and that will be pretty much the main things here, but it's not all that goes into your income. So there is another section on Schedule 1 that will pull into here as well. So let's go look at that. We'll go to Schedule 1. And your Schedule 1, on your Schedule 1, you'll have alimony received, from a divorce. So alimony received income will go on that as well. That will be a part of income. Business income, self-employment. So if you have your own business or you are statutory employee, so income from that will go on Schedule C and will land on Schedule 1 of 1040. And if you receive K1 from your brokerage account, gain or loss from that will land on this area as well on Form 4797. And if you have your own business, you have rental property, you'll file Schedule E, and that will land the result, the income loss will land on line 5 here of Schedule 11040. And if you collect royalty by writing, because you have book or some invention that generates royalty for you, that will be here as well. So partnership, if you have K1, because you have your own L.L.C, gain or loss from that, especially if that's a business, active income, the loss from that will land here, or gain will land here as well. If you have an S Corp, your revenue from your K1, your profit, pretty much, your K1, when you fill it all up, will go to Schedule E for Schedule E to calculate the gain or loss, and that will land here. So if you have farm income, your income or loss from that will go on Schedule F and will be here as well. So all that will go into your income. If you collect unemployment, that's an income that will be included. And if you have a hobby that generated income, that will go here as well. So all those sections are part of your income. So that's just the income part. Now we wanted to look into adjustment to income. So if now that we know what incomes is made of, or incomes are made of on our tax return, now let's look at the adjustments that will affect the income. That's the part 2 of your Schedule 11040. So educator expenses, teachers, they are allowed to deduct. I don't know how much they deduct these days, but it used to be $250, up to $250 of educator expenses. So that will go here into the adjustment to decrease your gross income. And so there is health saving account, I believe is HSA. So that will, you have to use a form 8889 to do that, but that will be a part of your adjustment as well. If you have that account, any deduction, eligible deduction from that will go here. So if you contribute all your HSA, how much you contributed will go into your adjustment income. So moving expenses for S-Force members will go here. Deductible if you are a self-employed and you have self-employment tax, half of that, which is pretty much like the employer side of it, will go here as well. So if you are self-employed, you file Schedule C, and you open a retirement plan. So that you're part of it, you're part of retirement deduction, pretty much I'll call it, will go here as well. So if you have self-insurance, health insurance from your self-employment, you self-insured, you'll put it here, deduction, the deduction here as well. So if you invested in CDs and you took it out early, the income will go under interest, but the penalty you got charged for early withdrawal will enter that here as well. So that will be adjustment to your income. So if you have been through a divorce and you pay alimony, you'll include the amount here. So and it has some requirements, so you have to follow that. And if you invest into your IRA, so the amount that is deductible will go here and decrease your adjusted income. Since IRA is should be pre-tax, it's taxed when you retire and take money out, but the money you put in, since it's coming out of your pocket, is after tax money, so you deduct it here to make a pre-tax money. So that'll go here. And student loan interest deduction. So if you are paying your student loan, the interest you pay on top of the principal, you'll deduct it here. And tuition and fee, there is an attachment form 8917 that you will fill up to see the deductible part and add it here. So all of that, part 2, line 10 to 21 is the adjustment to your income. So now let's go back on top again. So once you fill up your return and all that is taken out of your total gross income, the balance is your adjusted gross income. So we are back again to our income part of Form 1040, and you will see that from Schedule 1, Part 1, which is a continuation of incomes, that pull this number here, add the income from Schedule 1, and that will be the total income. But then you have adjustment, and you can see that I don't have any adjustments, and adjustment out of the gross income will give you your adjusted gross income. That's what IRS is going to look at to determine whether or not you are qualified for the coronavirus tax relief or the coronavirus economic impact payments. Thank you for watching. So I urge you to get a tax form. You should be able to find a free form online, but if your tax is complicated, you have your own business or you have a dividend from stocks, then you might have to pay a fee, but you can file your own tax. So I'm going to go online to locate those software that you'll be able to use, and I will have another video on that as well. I have a video on who is qualified for the economic impact payment, and this video is about what is the adjusted gross income that is going to be taken into that would be a factor of whether or not you are eligible to collect the economic impact payment. Our next video will be about finding a software to file your own tax. Yes, you can file your own tax, your own 1040. It might take time, but you can do it. We are at home. You won't be able to find a professional to get your tax done right now, but you'll be able to do it yourself and save some money. Thank you for watching. I'm Afiavi Ojune Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel and owners of Nina Soap. And our website is ninasoap.com. I will have IRS website in the description for you to visit and read about coronavirus tax relief yourself, and any changes to their information will be posted here. So it will be in the description. Thank you. Please look for the other videos that I will post regarding coronavirus tax relief to grab the whole picture.